Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to hang out in between videos, come check out the Discord. Today we have ourselves Moonbyul's first mini album of her solo. I know she had Selfish before, but I think that was considered just a single, even though it had Love and Hate and in My Room in there. But yeah, so we're going to be doing Eclipse a little differently than the rest of the album because it is the title track. It has more videos associated with it. So we're going to do the MV, the lyric video, a dance performance video, and the studio Choom for Eclipse. And then the rest of them will have one clip and a lyric video if they have those. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm really excited for this one. I've been waiting for kind of the full albums of the solo projects to really get started. We've already seen a few of Wheein's other solo tracks and Hwasa's solo tracks, but we haven't really, and I think actually now at this point we've gotten everybody for some solo tracks, but this is the first kind of like album on its own. So let's go right into Eclipse. Hey Moon. Okay. Ominous. Liking like the harness vibes on like the fashions. Ooh. Hitting that high note there. They're playing a lot with the duality in this song. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I kind of wanted to say about this one that had me fascinated from a visual perspective, right? Like they were very focused on the duality of the different sides of Moonbyul, where it's the light side and the dark side, and whether that's kind of this harder edged dark side who's got the heavier makeup, the tattoos on her fist, and the kind of more militaristic outfits, whether that's like the old style kind of uniform, or if that's the more like kind of harnessed up Kevlar-y kind of more modern military garb. And then there's like the softer, lighter, light side of Moon with the suit and like the jewelry across the face. And they have a lot of imagery of the two of them in kind of different compromising situations where like, or different situations where like the dark side is overtaking the light. So the dark one is on the throne, holding the crown in its hand, raising that. The light one is in multiple scenes being pulled in multiple directions by two different ropes. And it seems like the gist of it may be that Moonbyul feels like she's pulled in two different directions by like the various sides of herself. And it kind of feels to me like there's this third version of Moonbyul that pops up near the middle to the end of the song, which is the brown leather suit, which doesn't really fall on either the light or the dark side. It, to me, signifies her as herself, as in like both the light and the dark combined. Kind of that is her whole self, whereas the other two are just various slices of her personality, so to speak, or her music. And it's very interesting too that like the light side focus is a lot more heavily on the vocals in this song and the melodic side of it, and the dark side gets a lot more of the rap verses and like the heavier sounding sections of the song. Like really thematically ties it together really well. Lyrically, I was like so entranced by following on with the different symbolism in the MV that I didn't really catch a lot of the lyrics, so I'll be excited to see what we've got in the lyric video. But overall, like, I wasn't really sure what we were going to get with this title track. Like, we've heard Moonbyul sing before and like sing really well, so I wasn't sure we were gonna get like a full vocal track or if we were gonna get a really rap only track. But it seems to me that she's like intent on marrying these two different talents of hers and saying, I can do both, I'm both. And I really like that. Okay, let's check out the lyrics.
황혼은 다가오는데 그저 넌 바라보니 왜 달이 태양을 가릴 때 혼자인 것만 같은데 Eclipse 어둠의 위선자 표정을 드러내 붉게 물든 두 눈을 가려 등 뒤로 느껴지는 팬텀 악몽처럼 또 반복되는 패턴 넌 내게서 멀어지지 마 끔찍한 고통을 끊어낼 텐데 누구도 닿지 못할 dak사 어떤 무냐 마주하게 될 테니 굳게 닫지 무냐 Ready set go 나를 따라 follow 브라따따따따따따 Eclipse 달달 무슨 달 너를 지킬 몬스터 달 저편에 숨어 빛을 삼킬 몬스터 달달 무슨 달 너를 지킬 몬스터 안전된 세상을 집어삼켜 what 달이 태양을 가릴 때 그 빛을 잃어 어둠이 내릴 때 별이 되어 널 비출게 어둠을 딛고 light up light up light up
Yeah, it's like moon versus star. When the moon becomes darkness that swallows everything light, the star comes out and shines bright on you. And she's both. I really love the hook in this song. Who's doing the low harmony with her? It's like a male vocal. Yeah, so like I think also that the male like backup vocal in there feels like it's another thing that's working with this duality, the flip sides of a coin, male, female, light, dark, and these this like feeling of opposites. It seems like everything in this song deals with this idea of duality, whether it's the music video, the lyrics, the choice in vocals, the choice in production, where it's moving from this hard hip-hop beat to a more melodic kind of slower vocal, aggressive, calm. It's everything are these flip sides of the of each other and the opposites of each other. It's really kind of very neat structurally. Like it makes you think, and that's like a really, for me personally, that's like a really high compliment. If any song can sit down and really make me think about it on its first listen, or like even in this case the second listen as well, but really sit down and make me go, okay, yes, I enjoy what I'm listening to and I'm getting hyped, but I really have to sit and think about it as I'm listening to it, is really, really cool. All right, next up we have the choreography video. So let's check that out. Dancer change version. Mamamoo. And we know Moonbyul can dance, so I'm expecting a lot here. Ooh, the footwork. looks like she's creating the eclipse there. Ooh. That was a really clever way to mask a cut. I think it was a cut. Could be wrong. I'm wondering what the dancer change version means. Or are we changing our dancers here? Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what dancer change version means. Maybe it's different dancers than her usual ones. It's great that they listed out the dancers in there as well. That's really nice. But I really like that choreography. I think it also fits very well with the idea of this duality of moving light and dark, changes in tempo, in the way that everything is kind of moving around it is like, I'm really liking Eclipse. I think this is a maybe my favorite Moonbyul track so far. It's hard to say because I really love In My Room and love and hate the acoustic version. Those are my two favorites from her right now, but we'll see. All right, Studio Choom. It's gonna be fantastic because it always is. We got Dark Moon in here.
어둠의 위선자 표정을 드러내 붉게 물든 두 눈을 가려 등 뒤로 느껴지는 팬텀 악몽처럼 또 반복되는 패턴 넌 내게서 멀어지지 마 끔찍한 고통을 끊어낼 텐데 누구도 닿지 못한 단사 없던 문야 마주하게 될 테니 굳게 닫지 문야 Let this go 나를 따라 follow
The footwork, man. Like the moon rising and falling over it. She's like got such confidence in her appearance here. That's like, it's really nice to see.
아무도 닿지 못한 단사 없던 문야 마주하게 될 테니 굳게 닫지 문야 Ready set go 나를 따라 follow 라따따따따따따 Eclipse 달 무슨 달 너를 지킬 몬스터 달 저편에 숨어 빛을 삼킬 몬스터 달 무슨 달 너를 지킬 몬스터 안전된 세상을 집어삼켜 what 달이 태양을 가릴 때 그 빛을 잃어 어둠이 내릴 때 별이 되어 널 비출게 어둠을 딛고 light up light up light up 널 구원해줄게 with my light 달이 태양을 가릴 때 환한 빛으로 널 가득 채워줄 별이 되어 널 비출게
Oh, dance break.
달이 태양을 가릴 때 그 빛을 잃어 어둠이 내릴 때 별이 되어 널 비출게 어둠을 딛고 light up light up light up
I gotta imagine it's kind of hard to dance in that vest.
달이 태양을 가릴 때 환한 빛으로 널 가득 채워줄 별이 되어 널 비출게 별이 되어 널 비출게
Nice. She looks awesome in that outfit, by the way. I think it was the guide that she had an interview after this studio Choom that said she like didn't want there to be a dividing line between genders in music and that she wanted to consistently put out albums that sounded like this. And I say go for it, man, because this is awesome. All right, next up we have a performance video for Mirror plus Moon. Not sure if this is 2 songs or 1, but it looks probably like 1 because it's only 1 minute and 42.
설레는 이엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 상처뿐인 걸 매일 아른아른거려 I don't wanna love ya 아름다운 기억 수가 never forget I hate myself in the mirror I hate myself in the mirror 멈춰버린 한숨도 오늘 밤엔 눈물로 널 지울 수는 있을까
Yeah. Yes, y'all.
Got some like funk elements to it. All right, I hope that there's more. Oh, there is not more. Oh, good God. All right, so I'm really, really hoping that there's full choreo for those 2 songs somewhere. All right. Let's see what else is on here. If it's just, oh, some behind the scenes.
삐약. 삐약 싫어요? 햄. 이렇게 돼요? 안 돼요.
All right. Next up, we have the actual song Mirror. Oh, I should probably say something a little bit for a hot second first about that performance video. But like, it felt like it was just teasing me. I kind of wish there was more to it, like a lot more. like 5 minutes more. But the choreo that was there was really cool. Like, I think the use of props in this performance video was really neat. Like, both the jacket, the like coat rack, and the fans lent very different elements to both sides of the performance, whether it was the mirror side or the moon side of it. And like had some really nice crisp movement to it. Like, every move felt like it kind of locked or popped into place. It wasn't really popping and locking, but like everything was crisp, and just kind of felt satisfying. So yeah, I sped through it a little bit because I was wishing there was more. Anyway, mirror.
너와 나의 공간 속에 모든 게 무너져 버린 것 같아. I don't wanna be love you. 어둠 속에 반복되는 널 향한 마음이
You're talking about herself looking in the mirror.
왜 이제서야 손 내밀기엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 상처뿐인 걸 Far away 닿을 수 없도록 다시 돌아가고 싶지 않아 아파하기엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 눈물뿐인 걸 매일 아른아른거려 I don't wanna love ya 아름다운 기억 속 I never forget love 어질러진 방 안에 앉아 눈 비비며 한숨만 쉬네 혼자 허무해 거울 앞에 난 또다시 미련을 말해 결국엔 내가 다질 싸움이었지만 후회하지 않을래 이제 너 혼자 love yourself 초라한 날 마주하기까지 내 옆에 넌 없어서 모든 게 의미 없다고 느껴질 때 겉도는 내 모습 나도 아직 낯설기만 해 손 내밀기엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 상처뿐인 걸 Far away 닿을 수 없도록 다시 돌아가고 싶지 않아 아파하기엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 눈물뿐인 걸 매일 아른아른거려 I don't wanna love ya 아름다운 기억 속 I never forget love 나 이렇게 아파해도 널 다신 볼 순 없어도 그게 나 What you know that 넌 나를 초라하게 만들었어 거울 속 비춘 내 모습 차가워진 눈빛 네가 볼까 두려워 애써봐도 몸부림도 다 소용없겠지 손 내밀기엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 상처뿐인 걸 Far away 닿을 수 없도록 다시 돌아가고 싶지 않아 아파하기엔 너무 늦은 걸 지워낼 수 없는 눈물뿐인 걸 매일 아른아른거려 I don't wanna love ya 아름다운 기억 속 I never forget love I hate myself in the mirror I hate myself in the mirror 망가져버린 떠나가버린 후회로 가득 차버린 것 같아서 I hate myself in the mirror I hate myself in the mirror 놓쳐버린 한숨도 오늘 밤엔 눈물로 널 지울 수는 있을까
All right. So I feel like the lyrics for this can definitely go two ways. One, you can think of this at like kind of the surface level where it seems like a song about a breakup where Moonbyul is talking about how this person made them hate themselves and left all these scars on them as they look at themselves in the mirror, and there's nothing you can do now to reach out and help and change that fact. Like, irrevocable damage has been done. The other way of looking at it, I think, potentially, is that she is the one who has done the damage to herself. And she is talking to herself in the mirror and saying, yes, I hate the way I look in the mirror. Self-confidence, self-doubt, and all of these things gnaw at me constantly, and there's nothing I can do to reach out to help myself. These scars are already here, but if you're thinking about for other people, like, never forget love when you're looking at yourself, because it's important so that you don't end up like this. Which I think might be the more interesting interpretation of the song. It's a song about reminding people that self-love is important, and that you can avoid a lot of pain in your life as long as you never forget to love yourself. But yeah, if you guys have different interpretations, or if there's something that feels off about mine, feel free to let me know in the comments. Okay. Next up, we have Iljido performance video.
기분 좋은 아침 다들 평온한지 밤새 쌓인 메시지 조금만
This is the same group of backup dancers, I think.
왜 이리 그런지 몸은 또 왜 무거운지 자꾸만 날 탓하다 별로 달라지는 게 없잖아 지금이 물 들어올 땐 오줘야지 아직도 쌓인 일이 많아 내가 나에게 눈치를 주네 맘이 복잡해 지금 배부른 고민일지도 혼자 키우는 걱정일지도 불만 100개 쌓인 매일매일 꿈꿔왔던 나일지도 깊은 밤을 새웠네
Seems a lot more lighthearted and fun.
먹방 봐야 식네 TV를 켰다 껐다 스마트폰으로 즐거움을 찾자 함정이 없지 까다로운 감흥이 없지 멈출 수가 없는 사치 가끔은 떨리네 다리가 한참 껐다운 나이인데 연애 따윈 드라마에서만 봐야 해 아직도 쌓인 일이 많아 내가 나에게 눈치를 주네 맘이 복잡해 지금 배부른 고민일지도 혼자 키우는 걱정일지도 불만 100개 쌓인 매일매일 꿈꿔왔던 나일지도
I'm noticing that Moonbyul's choreo tends to have a lot of hand movements in it, like really kind of complex hand movements in it.
괜한 고민일지도 여유를 느끼고 싶어 현재를
She seems to express herself a lot through hand movements while she's singing.
아직도 쌓인 일이 많아 이제 나에게 여유를 줄래 잠이 올 듯해 지금 배부른 고민일지도 혼자 키우는 걱정일지도 불만 100개 쌓인 매일매일 꿈꿔왔던 나일지도 난 아직 어린애일지도 지나면 추억일지도
That layered vocal is really nice.
꿈꿔왔던 나일지도
Oh, excuse me. Oh, we got a little more here at the end too. We get a little behind the scenes as well. No, I don't think so. Okay. The thing for me about that song is it's a much different vibe than the rest of the songs on the track. The rest of the songs on the album so far have felt like very dark and very self-serious. This one felt a little more lighthearted, at least in the production and the choreo and like the setting. The dancers were in kind of like almost school age uniforms, you know, the neon sneakers and kind of a bouncier dance to it as well. I'm not really sure what the song is about yet. I didn't have captions on, but we'll get to that in the lyrics. But like overall, the vibe of the song is just something I felt goes a lot nicer with like, just kind of gives me like a walking outside on a nice summer day kind of vibe to it. But yeah, also really liked the self-harmony layered vocals in the last kind of round of choruses there, where she was singing with in the higher register, but there was the lower harmonies in the back. Felt really nice. Anyway, lyrics.
기분 좋은 아침 다들 평온한지 밤새 쌓인 메시지 조금만 더 기다려 날은 좋은데 나만 덕해 왜 이리 그런지 몸은 또 왜 무거운지 자꾸만 날 탓하다 별로 달라지는 게 없잖아 지금이 물 들어올 땐 오줘야지 아직도 쌓인 일이 많아
The song about like self-doubt because of procrastination and I feel called out. I was not expecting to be called out like this. There's some errors in this translation. I feel like there's so much work piled up. I keep telling myself, and my mind is so clouded right now, maybe. Okay, yeah, I feel like that I get the gist of the song, and it's like this kind of feeling of unease about the state you're in right now, where you're constantly procrastinating, looking at your phone, bored, trying to find something to entertain you, and that barrier to find that happiness through this entertainment gets higher and higher every time, and it's harder and harder to find something that entertains you, because it's not the thing that you're really looking for, and I know that feeling really well. So I'd be curious to see what the actual kind of lyrics are a little better than that. I may do some research on my own to get some better translations of that. But that's the vibe I'm getting from the song right now. And it contrasts pretty strongly with the vibe of the production and with the choreo. It's kind of like putting on this face of like everything's okay while this is bubbling under the surface. And this self-doubt is kind of creeping in, which feels like it makes the song fit a lot more with the rest of the album. But it was deceptive, you know, when you weren't looking at the lyrics in the performance video. Anyway, next up, we have Moon Movie. Director's cut is the concert, but Moon Movie is the song.
Hey, 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 hey. Let's go. 소리 들려 쿵쿵 심장 박동 둥둥 All are walking on the top 수학 공식에 답 다들 쉴 때 일하는 기분 비행기 타고 날아가 시계도 본 삶은 없어 움직이는 만큼 벌어 차몰래 마시는 거 작업은 더해 욕심쟁이라고 해도 기분 안 나빠 우리 엄마 아빠 선글라스 끼고 나온 게 뭔지 사실 잘 몰라 단지 행복을 추구하는데 까다롭게 생각하겠지만 나는 꿈이가 떨어지면 답도 없어 오늘은 뭘 할래 내가 웃는 이유 부정 털어내고 싶어서 생각은 고리를 물고 나를 망가뜨리니까 날 위해 오늘도 좋은 베개를 골라 yeah 너만의 영화를 만든 느낌 새로운 장면이 떠올라 yeah 내 삶은 내가 만드는 건 like a movie movie 단지 걸지 말고 즐기는 건 어때 movie movie Take one, take two, flash Lights, camera, action 불은 꺼지고 테이블이 돌아와서 move it, move it 성은 차지 않을 때 나를 밀어붙여 왜 내가 왜 네게
Ride that beat, Moonbyul.
호의가 원리라 생각하지마 난 나답게 내 사람들과 웃을래 일하기도 바빠 며칠 밤 새워도 난 괜찮아 아직은 나보단 가족
She is so in the pocket right now.
그때 여유를 부려도 난 좋아 그게 네가 찾는 행복이니까 급하게 다가오는 감정에 차갑게 군다 해도 난 괜찮아 네 외로움을 채울 수는 없겠지 공허함이 주는 내가 어른이 되는 과정이야 내가 하는 말만 믿어 all my fan 난 흘리고 다니지 않아 everyday 너가 쉽게 말하기엔 내가 너무 철벽이야 내 멍이야 시련이 늘 모두 다 내게 터져 내 삶은 내가 만드는 건 like a movie movie 단지 걸지 말고 즐기는 건 어때 movie movie Take one, take two, flash Lights, camera, action 불은 꺼지고 테이블이 돌아와서 move it, move it No way, I'll say 네가 모르는 뭔가 있어 네가 깊은 잠에 빠져있는 사이 세상 다른 나는 꿈을 채워가네 까마득해 caffeine Make me high 맨날 날아올라 나도 나는 쉴 새 없지 엿보내는 자리 없지 눈을 감아도 잠이 안 와 Say 내 삶은 내가 만드는 건 like a movie movie 단지 걸지 말고 즐기는 건 어때 movie movie Take one, take two, flash Lights, camera, action 불은 꺼지고 테이블이 돌아와서 movie movie
Oof. Oof. All right. So I wasn't sure if we'd get like a full on rap track in this album, if it'd be like, you know, completely like a full rap track with a break for the hook and then just keep going back into the verses like that. But we did, and it slaps. it is such like this kind of, I almost want to say grungy feel to it, but it's not. It's just kind of this dark. The rap style feels almost like oppressive. It's a very interesting cadence she's got going, because it feels like it weighs down on you. I'm not really sure what it's about yet, but like that's the vibe that I'm getting from this whole album so far, is this kind of like overwhelmingly oppressive, negative vibes kind of from it. Whether that is, you know, used as a warning or used as a expression of her current state of mind or what, but there's this kind of overwhelming feeling of almost negativity to the lyrics and the sounds of the song so far. And I'm not saying that like negative as in like they're bad songs or anything like that. They're all fucking slap, but like just the describing the emotions in them. All right. And this kind of simple piano beat is like reminiscent almost of a horror movie. Maybe it's grungy because that like really reverby bass in the underneath it gives it that kind of feel. Okay, so it's more of a swag.
몰라 단지 행복을 추구하는 게 원래 까다롭게 생각하겠지만 나는 흥미가 떨어지면 답도 없어 오늘은 뭘 할래 내가 웃는 이유 부정 털어내고 싶었어 생각은 꼬리를 물고 나를 망가뜨리니까 너 위에 오늘도 좋은 베개를 골라 yeah 너만이 영화를 만드는 느낌 새로운 장면이 떠올라 yeah 내 삶은 내가 만드는 건 like a movie 단지 걸지 말고 즐기는 건 어때 movie Take one, take two, flash Right, camera, action 돌은 꺼지고 TV drop to move it 성이 차지 않을 때 나를 밀어붙여 왜 내가 왜 네게 대붕해야 해 호의가 권리라 생각하지 마 난 나답게 내 사람들과 웃을래 일하기도 바빠며 제밤 세워도 난 괜찮아 아직은 나보단 가족의 행복이 우선이야 그때 여유를 부려도 난 좋아 그게 내가 찾는 행복이니까 급하게 다가오는 감정에 차갑게 군다 해도 난 괜찮아 외로움을 채울 수는 없겠지 공허함이 주는 내가 어른이 되는 과정이야 내가 하는 말만 믿어 all my fans 난 흘리고 다니지 않아 everyday 그가 쉽게 말하기엔 내가 너무 철벽이야 내 먹이야 시련이든 뭐든 다 내게 던져 내 삶은 내가 만드는 건 like a movie 단지 걸지 말고 즐기는 건 어때 movie Take one, take two, flash Right, camera, action 돌은 꺼지고 TV drop to move it No way, I say 네가 모르는 뭔가 있어 네가 깊은 잠에 빠져있는 사이 세상 가득 나는 꿈을 채워가네 까마득해 카페인 매미함에 난 날아올라 당분간은 쉴 새 없이 여권에는 자리 없이 눈을 감아도 잠이 안 와 내 삶은 내가 만드는 건 like a movie 단지 걸지 말고 즐기는 건 어때 movie Take one, take two, flash Right, camera, action
All right. I'm like beginning to feel like Moonbyul's solo stuff is really, really interesting for me because like it takes a lot of thought to kind of dissect what's going on in them. And this one in particular is going in a couple of different directions. Like it's on one hand, a swaggy kind of song talking about how ambitious she is and how much she puts her family before herself. And so what if they show up, you know, in flashy stuff? That's what makes her happy, is to provide for her family. And if you don't like it, just treat it like a movie and watch it because you're not involved. But on the other hand, there's also this idea of almost like feeling like she's working herself because of this emptiness inside that she uses to fuel her forward movement as a way to like fill that up. And she's like, don't judge me for that. That's the way I live my life, and you're not going to fill up that loneliness. I'm going to do it myself, and I run off of this. And if you're a fan, you know, like don't judge me for the way I'm living life. That's not really your place. If you're a fan, just watch me. I'm gonna fill the world with my dreams, which I think is like interesting because it's saying, hey, I'm clapping back at the haters in one way, and in another way is saying like, I'm okay, right? Like, don't worry about me too much. But in a very roundabout and strange kind of way. I feel like it's an interesting song. Like the idea of her living her life like it's a movie is almost like and I'm no like psychologist or anything like that, but almost like disassociative, right? Where she feels like she's watching this happen potentially, and it's not her actually doing it. There could be some of that in there as well. But like every time we get into the lyrics or the performances or the music videos on one of these songs, like my mind is immediately racing to a bunch of different conclusions about what the thematic core of the song is. And that's like a hallmark of a song that I will listen to a lot. And this album feels like really kind of a deep lens into Moonbyul's state of mind a little bit, right? Like, and I'm sure this is only one facet of it, but it's really quite interesting. All right, next up we've got Snow, which I feel like is maybe a Christmas kind of thing, but maybe not. Cool that we got a full MV for it.
아무 말 하지 않아줘 바보처럼 눈처럼 차가워진 널 보며 사라지는 온기 그 따뜻한 기억도 지친 걸음을 멈추고 너 지나온 길을 돌아보며 오후의 향기 흐려지는
The Polaroids are a nice touch.
이렇게 눈이 내릴 때였는데 그날의 기억 차가운 설렘에 찬란히 빛나던 우릴 잊지 못해 긴 계절을 지나 온 세상이 익숙해도 손이 시려워도 무심코 뱉은 말투에서 네가 새어나와 입을 막고 숨을 참아봐 온 힘을 다해 창문에 입김을 불어넣어 몇 초 뒤면 사라질 걸 알지만 나에겐 유난히 더 추운 겨울 우연히 마주침을 바란 적도 있어 12월의 낮과밤은 서로를 밀어내고 아무 일도 없었던 것처럼 뒤바뀌네 흐릿해진 시간을 억지로 붙잡은 손을 놓을게 그날의 기억 차가운 설렘에 찬란히 빛나던 우리를 잊지 못해 긴 계절을 지나 온 세상이 하얗게 덮일 때쯤에 다시 안아줘 No 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 안녕 겨울 안녕 전부 안녕 한숨 안녕 결국 안녕 결국 oh yeah yeah 안녕 우리 안녕
Stayed in winter for a while and came back to me again. I hope you think of me every winter. All right. The thing that for me stands out about this one is that just like it's a ballad, it's a vocal ballad from Moonbyul, and it just was so nice. It's a calming song, even though it's like a melancholy song about a breakup. Her voice when she sings in that kind of husky, hushed, breathy tones is really, really soothing. And then when she goes up into, you know, the more fuller chest voice and the higher head voices in the song, it's just kind of, I was really, really hoping we'd get a ballad or some kind of like full vocal track that didn't really focus very heavily on the rap on the album, because I really love Moonbyul's singing voice like a whole lot. It's got such character to it. It's a very unique sound. And I am a big fan. But anyway, let us check out the lyrics. I think this one is going to be the most straightforward lyrically of the tracks we've listened to so far. It is about regretting the loss of a relationship that was short-lived, like snow, and that it was this moment that happened during winter and then ended and moved on. Not necessarily romantic, but could be taken that way. Yeah, let's see.
아무 말 하지 않아줘 바보처럼 눈처럼 차가워진 널 보며 사라지는 온기 그 따뜻한 기억도 지친 걸음을 멈추고 너 지나온 길을 돌아보면 오후의 향기 흐려지는 발자국 이렇게 눈이 내릴 때 연나 그날의 기억 차가운 설레임에 찬란히 빛나던 우릴 잊지 못해 긴 계절을 지나 온 세상이 하얗게 덮일 때쯤에 다시 안아줘 막연한 기다림이 다 익숙해도 손이 시려워도 무심코 또 뱉은 말투에서 네가 새어나와 입을 막고 숨을 참아봐 온 힘을 다해 창문에 입김을 불어넣어 몇 초 뒤면 사라질 걸 알지만 나에겐 유난히 더 추운 겨울 우연히 마주침을 바란 적도 있어 12월의 낮과밤은 서로를 밀어내고 아무 일도 없었던 것처럼 뒤바뀌네 흐릿해진 시간을 억지로 붙잡은 손을 놓을게 그날의 기억 차가운 설레임에 찬란히 빛나던 우릴 잊지 못해 긴 계절을 지나 온 세상이 하얗게 덮일 때쯤에 다시 안아줘 No, no, no. 안녕 겨울 안녕 전부 안녕 한숨 안녕 결국 Oh yeah yeah 안녕 우리 안녕
All right. So, yeah, I think that song is pretty clearly a end of relationship song, looking back on memories as they're fading away and kind of like breathing on a cold window when it's, you know, like when it's winter, and then having that condensation almost like just fade away, right? She makes a number of different metaphors in the song that are like about the impermanence of winter and of the relationship itself, and her kind of like regret that it's like that, and she hopes that the other person remembers her like she remembers them, even if the time together was brief. Again, I don't think this has to be something that is necessarily romantic. I think it could be interpreted that way, but I think this is something that could just as easily have been a close friendship, or any sort of relationship that feels like painful when it's over. And then as a whole, I think this album is fantastic. It has pretty much everything I wanted. It has a vocal track, it has like a full rap track, it has a couple of songs that are a mix of the both, and like really thought-provoking concepts, lyrics, choreography, and you know, Moonbyul's stunning, so like it's always gonna have the visuals. So this was pretty much the whole package for me. I think this is so far up there with me for tied for my favorite solo project right now from Mamamoo, with perhaps I think Goodbye and Easy are the other two that are like really up there for me. I think I'll be curious to see a little more about Solar's actual original music when we get to that tomorrow, but because like Gamsung is great and makes me cry, but I'm curious to see what her original music is like. And Hwasa's Be Calm is fantastic, and so is Twit. but I think right now I'm vibing with Moonbyul's album and Wien's solo projects a little more. Again, still OT4 though. All right, that's gonna do it for us for today's video. Till next time, guys. Love you. Bye.